Hi, John here from Sonic Drive Studio and OwnHammer. In this short guide, I'm going to show you how easy it is to find some great sounding files in any OwnHammer library so that you can start making music in a matter of minutes or even seconds. Each OwnHammer library features a Quick-Start folder. The Quick-Start folders feature hand-picked mixes and single mic files from the respective mixes and mics folders. These files were selected based on their overall frequency response and have a good balance between the low, mid and high frequencies. They fit in the middle of the brightness and darkness scale of the files in the regular mics or mixes folders. I personally always stick with the files in the Quick-Start folders to keep things simple and great sounding. Let's take a look at the files in the Quick-Start folder of the V30V speaker option from the 412 FMAN 6-pack. Inside the folder, you'll find single mic files labeled with simple numbers such as 57, 421, and 121. Use those files if you prefer the sound of a single mic or if you want to create your own mixes using multiple single mic files at once. For example, a 57 can sometimes sound a little bit small on its own, but when you blend in a 121, it can smoothen out the top end and thicken up the bottom end. Let's listen to some examples. You'll also find some single mic files that are labeled mid, rear, and room. These files have a more ambient sound as the mics are further away from the speaker so that they capture more of the room reflections or cab resonance. They work best when blended in subtly with close mic files. Let's listen to some examples. You'll also find mix files like the OH1, OH2, and chunk files, for example. Those files are pre-made mixes that consist of various mic blend combinations, just as how most engineers would mic up a cabinet in a professional recording studio. This technique is used so that a wider image of the frequency spectrum can be captured and to have more control over the tonal balance of the cabinet and speakers. The mixes labeled with an F have a more fatter sound. Let's listen to a few examples. Finally, the Quick-Start folders exclusively feature mid-boost files, which are labeled with an M+. As the name suggests, these files have a stronger mid-range and can be useful for counterbalancing scooped-sounding amps or for use on stage. They can also do wonders to make a lead solo guitar pop out of the mix more. I would recommend experimenting with the different files to find a selection that works well for you personally across the board. Once you find single mic or mix files that have an overall balance that work for you as a player, you can simply stick to those files for each OwnHammer speaker offering if you like to keep things simple while still retaining a professional and well-balanced sound. I personally like to stick with the OH1 mixes from the Quick-Start folders myself for 90% of the time. It's a mix recipe that just works for my playing style, and it has a familiar and very balanced sounding frequency response. Thanks for watching this video. For more detailed explanations of the different files and folders, please reference the user manuals that come with each OwnHammer release or the OwnHammer website. Cheers!